I just have a vendetta against sports and all things sports related. Finding out, I shouldn't say this joke, finding out that somebody plays only sports games in Call of Duty is like finding out that they play lacrosse. Like, keep your daughter away from them. In this week's episode of Catching Strays, we look at lacrosse players. My experience with them when I worked security briefly was that lacrosse players suck. Oh yeah, disc golf, that's... Okay, here's time for another hot take on sports. Disc golf, not a sport. It is a game. Golf, not a sport. It's a game. Calling golf a sport is like calling chess a sport. I think that athleticism can have an effect on somebody's ability to play disc golf or golf, but I don't think that either one of those are a sport. I think that those are hobbies. We call video games esports. They're not sports. They're people playing video games. And I love video games. I'm all for esports. I just wish we called it something else. Get sports out of it. I also have a vendetta against golf, but that's mostly just because I'm bad at it. I do want to make a golf video game. That is on my list. An idea inspired by another game, but then has really spiraled out of control and become something so much more than its origins, I guess. But I want to make a game called Backyard Golf, or Backyard Bowling, that's it. But it would be like a mini golf / bowling game, similar to a 360 classic called Rocket Bowl. That game is awesome, but you can only play it on the 360. It does not appear to be on any emulation sites that I have heard of, never been to. I've heard from reliable sources that that's one that's not on any of those sites that they've been to. Yeah, it's really hard to get your hands on that one, and it's a really cool idea of a game. The idea being that basically you're gonna do a bowling game, but all of the lanes are like putt-putt holes, essentially. So they all have like hills and like jumps and obstacles to avoid and stuff like that. You have a little agency. Once you take your shot, you can kind of nudge your ball and steer it just a little bit. As you get further into the game, you can buy balls that have more steering so you can really like bend it around corners and stuff. I don't know that I would want to take it that far. But yeah, the one that I want to make, it would start in a backyard. It would be called Backyard Bowling. It would then become... There would be a story. The people who find this game and start playing it becomes like a local sensation. They end up opening a business. The business is called Ulf. I don't remember. I wrote it. It's somewhere. I have it written down. It's in a sketchbook. Or no, it's on my iPad somewhere. But then that eventually gets some national recognition, and suddenly backyard bowling is it's a national sport. It gets representation at the Olympics. And then more time passes. Suddenly you are the ball. The ball is a giant mechanized thing that you're the pilot of. You're in these giant battle arenas. It's gonna get stupid is what I'm saying. The core gameplay would be the same throughout all of the narrative stuff, essentially, that you're playing putt-putt with bowling balls. Hey, Squid, what's up? You do have to wonder where the reputation of lacrosse players came from, though, you know? Are they? Or is that just the rumors?